For today's day, we'll be starting with Introduction to Accounting Standards. So without wasting much time, shall we start with Introduction to Accounting Standards? Yes. So shall we start with introduction? Yeah. Let me introduce the word accounting standards to you. Little bit of law is over. You guys know fair amount of law. Okay. Give me a moment. Let me connect myself to the internet. Sadly, I am not getting people watching it live from home. I hope you guys are pretty clear with everything what we've discussed so far. I want a little bit of internet connection. ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. Disclaimer, I won't be showing any video. Don't expect. Okay. So let's start on a note with the official thing. The website that will be most used by you people once you qualify, other than the income tax website, is the website of MCA. MCA is very good. Ministry of Corporate Affairs. This is the official website. Modi uncle photo nodi takshana gottaytu ansutte. So once you come to this website, no, I'll tell you what to see. Here you have home, about and acts and rules. Okay, let's come to the word act and rules here. When you come to the word act and rules here, it tells what is the acts of the law or law what you call by, which are regulated by Ministry of Corporate Affairs. So I will click on the word. Observe here. What do we have here in the ministry website? Accounting standards. So what you are reading is not the syllabus decided by some examination authority or some CBSE board or ICSE board or state board or couple of people who sat or a cup of tea decided it. This is officially there on the website of the Ministry of Corporate Affairs. Sir, is this law? This is not law. This is standard. We call this accounting standard. So this is how it is going to look. This is from the official website. Okay, like you have bare text no for law. Same thing you have bare text for accounting standards. Bare act, we call it bare text. Bare text will include law as well as standards. So bare text will include law, what you read in company law class and the rest of the law class. And what you're going to learn here is the again one more form of bare text, which is in the form of standards. There you read it in the form of statement, you apply it in the form of statement. Here you read it in the form of statement, you need to apply it on numbers. So here you need interpretation skills slightly more than what you read in a typical law paper. I'll explain it to you in much more detailed terms. When you come to the word accounting standards here you see certain things. There are so many accounting standards, no? But I want you to observe the difference between two things. What is the first one here? A, accounting standards. Read the next one. Andre first one India alva. See, first one is accounting standards, second one is called Indian accounting standards. Are both of them same? They are different. They are okay. I'll tell you the very easy difference to remember. Accounting standards, CA intermediate. Indian accounting standards, CA final. Accounting standards, CA intermediate. Indian accounting standards, that is for now. In next 30 minutes, I'll tell you what is the much more clear difference. This is layman difference. This is day one's difference. I'll tell you more clear difference between accounting standards and Indian accounting standards in another 30 minutes. Can I proceed further with this? So now if I click on the word accounting standards, what is part of your inter-syllabus? See, AS1, AS2, 3, 4, 5. Ashtena? Illa. 1 of 5 of 28 pages. If I go to next page, usually you go to which page? See the first page and then go to second page, or quickly go to 10th page? Very nice. First to last page note, how many pages are there? You smelled the book? This gum and all they have not put in this book, so you can't smell. So you have A6. This is basically removed, but still there. 7, 9, 8 illa. 8 is again removed. So we have 9, 10, 11. If you come to the 6th page, again you will see till AS29. So basically there are 29 accounting standards in the website of MCA. So how many accounting standards are there? 29 accounting standards. How many accounting standards are there? 29. Number wise 1 to 29. In this 1 to 29, 6 and 8 are not there. How many are not there? 6. Okay, so what is there? 1 to 29. So 29 standards. In that 6 is not there, 8 is not there. Remove 2. 29 minus 2. 27 accounting standards are there as a part of your syllabus. How many accounting standards are there? 27. Actually, there were 3 more, 30, 31, 32. Usually what happens is when a standard comes, first it will be recommendatory. They will give you option. Then they will make it mandatory. 30, 31, 32, it was recommendatory. Before it became mandatory only, they removed it. So it was never an accounting standard. 6 and 8 at least was once an accounting standard and then got removed. 6 and 8 was once an accounting standard but then got removed. What about 30, 31, 32? It was never an accounting standard. It was recommendatory and got removed from there only. So we'll never count 30, 31, 32. So number wise there is still 29, and among 29, 2 of them have been removed. So we have 27 accounting standards to study. Got that? First point. So another point that I want you to notice, which website are we seeing this from? Ministry of Corporate Affairs. Okay. When we talk about Ministry of Corporate Affairs, for what forms of business organization should we be referring this website? All forms of companies. I have one partnership firm. Should I be referring to MCA website? For incorporation of my partnership firm, should I follow MCA rules? Should I file a form with MCA? No. So for me then what act is applicable? Okay, is Partnership Act regulated by MCA? No. How do we get to know? Very simple. Click on the word acts and rules here. If you click on the word acts and rules here, come to the word act. It will tell what all the acts which are regulated here. Companies Act is there, Limited Liability Partnership Act, Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code, Competition. Hey, Partnership Act is also there. Only for maximum number of partners part. Rules as per MCA is not applicable to partnership. Or I have one sole proprietorship, solo. I alone am doing business. To me, is MCA website things applicable? Okay. So I was boiling this down to one single point. When we talk about accounting standards here, these accounting standards, whatever we are seeing here on MCA website, is applicable to whom? It's applicable to body corporates. Is it applicable to partnership firms? No. Is it applicable to sole proprietorships? Then I told you your entire syllabus of CA intermediate is based on accounting standards, and accounting standards are there in MCA website, which is applicable for companies. So my question to you is, are we doing advanced accounting or are we doing corporate accounting? So we are learning only how to do accounting for corporates. So we are not learning how to do business, how to do accounting for sole proprietorship, partnership, HUF, idella ilve ilva, full straight company only. So once you become chartered accountant, one partnership will come to say, company, I will do accounting only for company. I don't know partnership and all. Will you say that? So this is the question that you should all have in your mind now. Is accounting standards applicable only for company, or is accounting standards applicable for other than company? Let's not call partnership firm, sole proprietorship, everything. So is it applicable only for company or other than companies also? How? That is where we come to one new website. Sir, ನಾನು ಹೇಳ ನೀವು ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡಿ, ನಾನೇ ಟೈಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ICI.org. You know ICI? Thank you. Institute of. Very good. So in this website, usually you go to students tab. Whenever you come, you go to student, then you go to SSP portal, then put your login, SRO number, password and check material yavag barutte. Yeah. So for a change, let's go to this page called resources. Hey, I have not started with the subject. I am giving you the overview. Why is accounting? We are going to discuss accounting standards for 200 hours. Don't you think we should spend 20 minutes to understand what is accounting standards? Why is it? Yeah. Correct. So should I straight away start this category A chapter? You will get 8 marks from this chapter. Come on, try to do this. This number you would have to put here. Add these 2 numbers. Deduct these numbers. 8 marks. Okay. If you come to resource tab here, hey, observe. Here also there is accounting standards, and there is. What is the difference between accounting standards and Indian? Accounting standards is there in. Very good. Indian accounting standards is there in. You will get more details in next 30 minutes. Let's click on the word accounting standards. If you come here, they have given compendium ante spelling mistake idangide. They told accounting standards as on 1st of February 2022. Let's not open hypertext mailing language version. We'll open PDF version. So if I click on this, again see, you have a big list. What is it? AS1 disclosure, AS2 valuation of unit, AS3, AS4, very big name. So these names are there, no? Now this is one more set of accounting standards which are there in ICAI website. Now our question is, should we learn what is there in ICAI website or should we learn what is there in MCA website? ಯಾವ್ದು ಓದಬೇಕು? Same but different? No. Same and same. See, I'll show. Here what is AS1? AS1, AS2, AS2, AS3, AS3, AS4, contingencies and events occurring after balance sheet date. AS4. ಎಲ್ಲ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು all 20. Okay, not required. No, ಎರಡು ಅನ್ನ ಇಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು. You don't have to take the entire rice and then squeeze it to see whether it is boiled or not. Yes. So now you people understood, but it is both are same. So if you read one, it is like you already read the other. Then if both are same, did both of them read the same answer and write the same answer in the exam, or one of them read and the other one copied? Who copied who? The one who was in the front wrote the answer, the one who was behind copied. Who was the one at the front? MCA. Unfortunately, the answer is wrong. ICAI first issued accounting standards. Actually, ICAI did not issue. ICAI set up a board by name ASB, Accounting Standard Board, and this accounting standard board issued this accounting standards. And then MCA was formed. MCA was formed when 1956 only Companies Act came. After that only ministry got formed. But Companies Act came much after, 1956. Indian Institute of Chartered Accountants Act is there. Institute of Chartered Accountants of India came in 1949 only. Are you getting what I'm trying to do? It's there from much before that. However, ASB came in 1970s, different story. Let's not go back to history class. Okay, short summary of the entire flow of things. First, ICAI set up ASB, Accounting Standard Board. Accounting Standard Board issued accounting standards. Then the same things were copied by MCA's body. MCA had a body by name NACAS, which you need not remember. Name of the body is NACAS. We will refer all these words once again. I am giving you trailer to the movie. What is it called? NACAS, National Advisory Committee on Accounting Standards. Sir, why is this removed? Because there was an act called Companies Act 1956. In Companies Act 1956, this body was there. However, what do we have now? Companies Act. In 2013, there is no NACAS. It is replaced with something in under section 133. Are you aware of the name? NFRA. NFRA has replaced NACAS. So right now, NFRA will tell what accounting standards are to be followed. Right now, who will tell what accounting standards are to be followed? NFRA, National Financial Reporting Authority. So right now, NFRA will tell. So NFRA can give new accounting standards. But has NFRA given new account? No. They copied whatever is issued by ICAI and then pasted it and told this is mine. Sorry, mine is also the same. You get what I'm trying to do? Yeah, it is theirs, but it's also mine. Correct? More than one person can own the same thing. That's what same accounting standards we're going to learn for corporates as well as non-corporates. So now did you understand one fair understanding of the ground of the word accounting standards and how does the legislature run around it? Yes. We'll come back to a lot of accounting standards in detail. We'll come back to this appendix also slightly later. Sir, appendix andre ade operation adalla. Appendix is different, applicability, index kind of thing. We'll come back to this website and we'll open this also. We'll come back to this MCA website and then refer a little bit of couple of sections of company law also we'll refer. We have to. Yeah, it's closely connected. But what we're going to do now is the subject. From here, your examination oriented syllabus starts. So chapter 1 of your syllabus deals with introduction to accounting standards. What I gave you till now is overview and then big sight or bird's eye view of applicability of accounting standards. Now, when we start with accounting standards, first we'll understand the word generally accepted accounting principles. What is the word that we're understanding? Generally accepted accounting, short form GAAP. Okay. What is a GAAP? Now there are instances where accounting has to be done. You run a business, I run a business. The person sitting on your left is running one business. The person sitting on your right is running a business. Even the person behind you and in front of you. All of us are business people. All of us are doing business. All of us are entrepreneur. Entrepreneur andre business ಮಾಡೋದು. Okay. So when all of us are entrepreneurs, no? You should do accounting. You made sale. You should pass one journal entry. You made purchase. Should pass one journal entry. You gave salary to the employee. Pass journal entry. You did depreciation on the asset. Pass. For everything you would have to pass journal entry. To do these journal entries, there is more than one way of doing it. Like not journal entry, but now if you have to do depreciation, we get option 1, option 2, option 3, option 4. If you have to write sale entry, you will get 3 options. Should I write the sale entry when I give the goods? Should I write the sale entry when I receive the order? Should I write the sale entry when I give the invoice? Or should I write the sale entry when it's time to return the goods will lapse? When should I write the purchase entry? When I place the order, when he gives the goods, when he gives me invoice, or when I give him the money? Every placement will get 3-4 options. Confusion, lifely, correct? No? So you also have confusion, I also have confusion. Let's say I also purchased goods, you also purchased goods. I wrote the journal entry the moment I placed the order. You wrote the journal entry the moment you received goods. Your friend writes the journal entry only when he pays money. One more friend will write the journal entry 15 days after the goods are received. Why? 15-day return policy is there. Within 15 days, if you don't like it, you can return the goods. Do you get what I'm trying to do? Now, who is right here? All of us are right because all of us are thinking differently. All of us have different tissues here. So, we're thinking very different. Do you get what I'm trying to tell? So, ಒಬ್ಬೊಬ್ರು ಒಂದೊಂತರ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. Everyone does it differently. So, when we do it differently, there is lot. I say I am right, you say you will right. We'll end up fighting. And this will become a big boss house. So what to do to ensure that we don't fight? All the janas will accept something. See, all of us will do like this, okay? We will all write journal entry when we receive invoice, okay? I will also write when I receive invoice. You also write when you receive invoice. Your friend will also write the entry when he receives invoice. We are accepting this. All the jana are accepting this. That is generally accept madiro accounting policy. What is generally accepted accounting policy? General accept madiro accounting. What is accounting policy? There is more than one way of doing something. There is more than one way of doing. Whatever you choose to do is your policy. Whatever I choose to do is my policy. From here to home when you have to go, I choose to go by auto. You choose to go by metro. Your friend choose to go by cab. Or someone chooses to go by walk. That is their policy. Is someone wrong in no. Their policy, whatever suits their lifestyle, whatever suits their distance, they've taken. But let's say all of us decide to stick to something. That becomes generally accepted accounting policy. Accounting policy is a choice that you make. Generally accepted means you and I agree to follow the same thing. You got what I'm trying to tell? So lot of confusions were there in accounting. Lot of places of choices were there. All of them agreed to follow the same policies. But there is no rule. I and you will shake hands saying that yes, I will follow this, you also follow this. But what if I don't follow? You can't question me, no? So that's where the law came into picture. So when lot of people were following the same thing, no, those certain set of policies, what everyone is following commonly, became something called as authoritative standards. What did it become? It is not like I and you have decided, but there is an authority which is saying that I, you and everyone should follow the same thing and no one can say, hey, I will not follow. No, everyone has to follow the same thing. That authoritative standards is nothing but accounting standards. So, origin of accounting standards is generally accepted accounting. Very good. So, this generally accepted accounting principles, it is combination of two things. One, authoritative standards and commonly accepted ways. For an accounting standard to come, first there should be gap. This gap over a period of time will become accounting standards. Some gaps will remain as gaps only. It will not become accounting standards. So lot of confusions are there. Lot of places may we decide to do the same thing. Some things what we decide will be written on paper. That what is written on paper will become accounting standard. What is not written on paper? What is still there in thin air? Gap. You get this? Is it mandatory to follow gap? Is it mandatory to follow accounting standards? Yeah, we have to follow accounting standards. So, gap, if it is written on a policy paper, it will become If it is not written, hashtag. Now read. What is generally accepted accounting principles? It is a combination of authoritative standards and gap which became accounting standard is authoritative standard. Gap which did not become accounting standard will remain as common accepted way. It will remain as gap only. Got it? And these are used in what? Recording and reporting accounting information. Recording is journal, ledger, trail. Reporting is balance sheet, P&L. Basically the next stage. So it can be neither of the stages. Recording or reporting of accounting. Right. Okay, information. Info andre matte ಏನೇನೋ ಅನ್ಕೋಬೇಡಿ. You got this? Very good. So in India, we have two sets of authoritative standards. Two sets of gap which became authoritative standards are two in India. Which are the two? One, accounting standards. Other one? Very good. One is accounting standards. Other one is Indian accounting standards. The accounting standards is what we learn in CA intermediate. And Indian accounting standards is what you will learn in CA final. For now, till ಈಗಲೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ answer. I'll tell you the difference slightly later. And this is what is followed in India. This is what is followed in internationally. It's different. Can in India, in MCA website, what is there with Modi uncle photo? Can they dictate what accounting standard should be followed in Pakistan? Border follow ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ, accounting standards ಹೆಂಗ್ರಿ follow ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? You get what I'm trying to tell? They're very different from us. See, we celebrate Deepavali 3 days in a year. They celebrate throughout the year. So there is lot of difference. You get it? Correct or not? Yeah. So usually during Deepavali, hospitals will have lot of people coming in who have suffered wounds from bomb and everything. No, so ಅಷ್ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್. They usually call up and ask from Pakistan. Actually, ಈ ಬಾಂಬ್ they are expert in the field. No, so there are a lot of places in which our friendly neighbor is also doing much better than us. Fine. Jokes aside. We are talking about accounting standards in India. There are two sets. One is accounting standards, other one is our entire focus will be on accounting, not on. Okay, first we will learn accounting standards correctly, pass CA intermediate examination, then start with Indian accounting standards in CA final. Internationally, there is something called as IFRS, International Financial Reporting Standards. For now, sir, when will we learn IFRS? After CA final. If you want to do any other course, ACCA or like CPA, CFA, then you will learn the applicable standards. Like you might learn US GAAP in sometimes, you might learn IFRS in certain cases. So you will learn it beyond. In a global course, you will learn. In Indian course, you will not learn IFRS. You will learn only AS in inter, Ind AS in final. Okay. Now that we've understood this, let's see what do we mean when we use the word accounting standards. Shall we? Accounting standards, like I mentioned, no, it is gap, generally accepted accounting principles, which has become authoritative. How will it become authoritative? It will be written on a paper, passed in Lok Sabha, passed in Rajya Sabha, president's signature will come and everyone has to follow it. Are you getting what I'm trying? Very good. So it is a written policy document. Accounting standards are what? I and you cannot issue this because we don't have the authority. Can you tell what breakfast to be cooked at your home in the tomorrow in the morning? There only we don't have authority. What authority do we have in dictating what Infosys, Wipro and TCS should follow? We don't have the authority. Who has the authority? 3 people are empowered to do this. Number 1, government. When we say government, we mean central government, okay, not state government. Siddaramaiah uncle cannot discuss and debate accounting standards. They cannot issue. So can't issue, Bhagya Lakshmi Yochana. Okay. So basically, ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯ ಯಾರು ಹೇಳೋದು? ಸುಮ್ ಕುತ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ, ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬಾರ್ದು. ನೀವು ಕುತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅಂತಾನೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಸರ್ಕಾರದಿಂದ 2,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕೊಡ್ಸಿರೋದು. Sit quietly. Yeah, basically they use the word government, but reference is to central government. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾರು? Mitro. No, for everything Mitro can't come. Yeah, So the one who's going to come in this context is MCA. Basically, who's the Minister for Corporate Affairs in the country? Finance Minister, alva. Both. So the Minister for Corporate Affairs and Minister for Finance is both together. Srimati Nirmala. If you tell ma'am or tell like Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman, deserves a lot of respect. You get this? Basically, yeah. I don't know what jokes you make on the finance minister of the country. I actually have a lot of respect. No sarcasm. No sarcasm. You name another Indian, what to say, politician who's gone to such heights of financial policy making for the country. It's not easy. Yeah, I'm talking about from the other gender. See, they go through a lot of discrimination. Certain times I'm serious. Okay, no jokes here. Okay, I have a lot of respect for Nirmala Sitharaman. I am not okay with a lot of things. My tax money being spent on certain things, I am not okay. But as a person, no, taking so much of backlash, standing up there and then making policy for, she is not making money for herself. That I'm pretty sure. Looking at how the minister shows up in places, no, so actually deserves a lot of respect. And I think people definitely, the women in the class and girls in the class, you know how many challenges you will face in your workplace or in your daily life back at home to reach the place where she is, no, you understand, no, that it's not something easy. Ivrgu papa nodi maneli ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಷ್ಟ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ಅಡಿಗೆ. What time are you coming? ಹಿಂಗಂದ್ರೆ please. What? We'll talk later. Out. Please. What is the time? What time does the class start? What is the time now? I didn't get what you told. That's what even I'm telling. I didn't get. What time is the class? You can't walk in at 8. Out. We'll talk to you later. Walking in, sitting casually without asking anything. I'm funny, but I am serious on the same time. Out. We'll talk later. Don't waste my time, please. Class doesn't start when you come. Yeah. So government. Where were we? When we talk about government, we're talking about MCA, Ministry for Corporate Affairs. We saw now in MCA website there is accounting standards. So MCA is empowered to issue accounting standards. And MCA can issue it in its own capacity. But MCA has enough things to do. MCA has enough things to do. MCA will delegate the work to another person. MCA has set up a new body. You were telling, no, NAFRA. What is NAFRA? NFRA is the National Financial Reporting Authority. That is other regulatory body which is set up by the government, which is going to issue accounting standards. Can MCA issue accounting standards? Should MCA only issue accounting standards? No, they can give the power to somebody else. Previously, the power was there with NACAS, National Advisory Committee on Accounting Standards. I told you it was there under Companies Act 1956. Now under Companies Act 2013, we have NFRA. That NFRA is the other regulatory body which is going to issue accounting standards. But it did not issue. What did it do? It copied the accounting standards which were issued by ICI government. Illa. ICI other regulatory body. Hey, it is not other. We are the expert accounting body. What is ICI? Hey, we are the expert in accountants. Enantira. We are the expert. If not we, who are expert in accounts? We are experts in accounts. And the body which is expert in accounting is ICAI, Institute of Chartered Accountants. So what are the three powerful bodies which can issue accounting standards? Number 1, government. Number 2, number 3, and other regulatory body is NFRA, National Financial Reporting Authority. NAFRA. Got it. So it is written policy documents issued by government, expert accounting body or other regulatory body. But whenever they are issuing accounting standards, they have to keep 4 things in mind. RMPD: recognition, measurement, presentation, disclosure. When to recognize that item, how to measure that item in terms of money, where to present, where to disclose. Presentation means writing in financial statements. Disclosure means giving more information to it. So where to do it, how to do it. So whenever accounting standard is issued, they have to cover these 4 important items. So in short, it is not like points. The definition of accounting standards is Accounting standard is a written policy documents issued by government expert accounting body or other regulatory body covering the aspects of recognition, measurement, presentation and disclosure. This is the definition of accounting standards. Come on, say it after me. What do we mean by the word accounting standards? Accounting standards are issued by other regulatory covering the aspects of. Fantastic. Don't expect question what is accounting standards in exam. There is no space for asking questions on some A's only in the exam. There are 29 accounting standards. If they ask, okay, 27 accounting standards, 100 marks is the question paper, and there are 3 other chapter also to be given. So do you think you will get question from every accounting standard? No. There will be easily 7 to 8, or we can easily say some 10 accounting standards you will not get question only in the exam. Which 10? Don't know. That varies from attempt to attempt. Someday by mistake, even if I tell this is not important, the standard will not come, don't believe me. Don't believe me. No one can tell which accounting standard will come, which accounting standard will not come. We don't have the authority to decide what questions will come in the question paper. In the class test I can tell, but not in the main exam. So we'll learn everything. Whatever comes, we will write. Whatever doesn't come, we will still know it. So you understood the definition of accounting standard now? Very good. So then we'll see slightly the other part. Now, why does this accounting standards come into picture? Because I told you that different people can follow different things. When different people can follow different things, you recognize revenue at one point, I recognize revenue at one more point. You do depreciation differently, I do depreciation differently. You value inventory differently, I will value inventory differently. You will compute goodwill differently, I will compute goodwill differently. I can go on telling for next 1 hour ways in which difference can be done. So if you do it differently, I do it differently, can we compare your financial results with mine? Let's say both of us did business. You will take your profit percentage, you will take my profit percentage, compare, and then say who is earning more profit, who is earning less profit. Can we compare? No, usually do people compare? They compare Hyundai. When Hyundai IPO was coming, they were comparing Hyundai's profit percentage with the Tata Motors, or they were comparing with Maruti Suzuki. To compare, it's of same industry, they should be doing accounting similarly. If their policies are different, can we compare? No. Let's say you will write MCQ test, I will write descriptive test. Can we compare our marks? Both of us should write the same test. No. Do you get this? You will write maths test, I will write accounts test. Can we compare marks? No. We'd have to write the same subject, same question paper. Then it's comparable. So when accounting policies are there, there is no comparability. There is no uniformity. There is no standardization. So there is no reliability. You can't rely on the data. To bring in uniformity, we bring in accounting standards. Now, see what are the benefits of accounting standards? Hey, people who are watching it online, are you guys following? Last message was at 7:50. Okay. Hi. Hi, Arik Beku. What? 8 o'clock you're telling hi after 1 hour of class. Tell something else. Bye. So soon if you tell bye, then there is a problem. Good morning. Oh, good morning. Okay, read benefits. What is the first benefit? What do you mean by standardization? Each of them are doing differently. We'll bring one standard. All of us should do it like this. So we'll bring one standard. Okay. Then next one. Sometimes we might not disclose all the information. Now standard will tell you should disclose this information. So we're bringing some condition which everyone should follow. To disclose. Disclose means what? Not hide. Close means hide. Disclose means not hide. We should not hide things. We should tell it to everyone. Certain things. What things to be told? That's basically given here. Got that? Then the last one. So there is financial statements of one company, financial statements of another company. Can you compare them? You can compare if they are prepared based on the same set of rules. If they are not prepared based on the same set of rules, you cannot compare. So to compare them, you need to follow same rules. Rules is nothing but accounting standards. So accounting standards will ensure that you can compare two financial statements. So accounting standards is solving a problem. What is the problem? Without AS, there will be no inter-syllabus. Without AS, there will be no comparison, no uniformity, no standardization, no reliability. But AS solves all of these problems. Do you agree with me? Same problems what AS is solving, no? It is creating a new problem. It solves one problem, but it creates a new problem. Like I'll tell you, for example, you tell no, oxygen is what is saving us. What if oxygen is slow poison? Same thing that's saving you is the thing that's killing you in the long run. Similarly, accounting standards will solve one problem but create a new problem. What is the problem? In India, we follow accounting standards. So all the automobile companies in the India, financial results can be compared. But accounting standards in India are given by ICA, Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, or MCA, which is regulated by Government of India. In Pakistan, it is different. In Afghanistan, it's different. In Sri Lanka, it's different. Let's go a little far. So, what do you say? In Australia, it's different. In UK, it's different. In US, it's different. In Japan, it's different. And we'll come back. Round alone, we can come back. So, it is different in every country. So, the bigger problem now is you have an automobile company in India which has prepared its financial statements. Can you compare this financial statement with an automobile company which is based in Japan? Can you compare it with an American based automobile company? So same problem is now there, but in a global outset. Then what happens? Then one guy internationally thought of one solution. What is that solution called as? IFRS. What did he say? Internationally, all of us will follow same reporting standards. So this is basically the global version of accounting standards. Was it telling the same thing what AS is saying? No. Ade bere, ide bere. That is different. This is different. Now you tell me, in our country, can we follow different rules than the rest of the world? Our country's name is India, not Korea. So we have to live in a way that we'll react with. Okay, no viewership in Korea. Anyone from Korea? Yeah, don't tell it to your president, prime minister, dictator, God, whatever. Please don't tell. Hey, yes, sir, you should not tell. What if you spell the name wrong? Is this haircut allowed? I don't, I'm just checking. Yeah. No, even if they have to watch this class there, they would have to pirate this, hide it, and then, oh God. Wait for everyone to sleep, turn off the lights, and then play advanced accounting. And then so internationally, what is followed is called as IFRS. So IFRS is not accepted in India. Accounting standards and IFRS are very different. Accounting standards and IFRS are very, but let's say you are doing business in India, you want people from US to come to India and do business. You want people from UK to come and do business in India. You don't want people, so you want people from different countries to come and do business in India. I won't take that. Again and again you tell you don't want Pakistan to come and do business in India. Why? So when you want people from different countries to come and do business in India, let's say you are a businessman from UK. You are a businessman from? No, in UK the rules are different. Accounting is different. In India the accounting rules are different. So if you want to do business in India, you should not just learn the Indian market, you should learn Indian accounting standards also. Too much of trouble. So to raise the ease of doing business index, you call something no ease of doing business index, and to ensure that FDI will come, people will come to India, start doing the business, we open the doors of our country for people to do business. We also have to follow global accounting standards so that reporting becomes soothing, easy across the borders. So to do that, India was thinking, we will also implement IFRS. We will also implement. Then they understood, hey, IFRS and all we can't implement in India. Our culture, ethnic, custom, tradition, legacy of the country is so different that we can't accept what comes from the West as it is. We should do Indianized version of this. So what did we do? Initially we thought of accepting IFRS, but later we Indianized the IFRS and we gave it one new name. The Indianized version of the IFRS is very good. So we didn't copy IFRS and paste it in our books. What did we do? We took IFRS and like, hey, idu beda, chanagila. This is also not nice. Take it out. This is something I like. I'll put this. So we removed certain things from IFRS. We added certain things into IFRS and then made it look much more desi. And that desi Indian. Yeah, that's nothing but Indian accounting standards. Did you understand how is Indian accounting standard different from IFRS? Lot of countries adopted IFRS. Pakistan adopted IFRS. Why? Because geographically, like basically same ancestors. No, so easily it's very easy to compare and very easy to relate to our friendly neighbor. So Pakistan was one of the first countries to straight away adopt IFRS. You get this? But India didn't adopt IFRS. What did we do? We call it convergence. What do we call it? We converged with global standards. We converged. Converged means what? So IFRS is going like this. We came with accounting standards and then both joined and then now it is Ind AS. We did not adopt. We did not adopt. We converged. Means we Indianized it and then put it into place. For example, now Indian dish is roti, chapati, puri. Now what is the non-Indian dish? Pizza, pasta, burger. All of this is non-Indian version of the dishes. Now what did we do? We adopted pizza in the country. We adopted burger in the country. But we did not accept it as it is. We Indianized it. Now usually in a burger, you know what meat do they put? They put red meat. They put beef. But India, if you put beef, half the country won't eat. More than half of the country won't eat. What do they put other than red meat? They put pork. Now if you put pork, then one more part of the country won't eat. So if you put red meat and pork, no, then the entire country will not eat burger. So what do? Make aloo tikki, put aloo gade. Hey, Indians like potato, put potato. Put potato, you put, people love it, eat it. Yeah, you don't get Mecca aloo tikki outside India. Make Maharaja, you think you will get Mek Maharaja in, like, what to say, Mek Day outside India, Indianized version. So what did we do? We accepted the dish, but we changed the ingredients a little. Bun is same. This bun is same. Between we change the meat little. That is IFRS with some changes. We removed certain things, what we don't like. We added certain things. What to like? What is it? Ind AS. Ind AS. What is it? Like pizza. So we accepted pizza. But what did we do? Indians? What did we put? Paneer. Paneer. You love paneer? Put paneer. If chicken, chicken. Zucchini. Expensive cucumber. Remove it. Broccoli. Now we are accepting. Put tomato, onion, corn. We have put all of this in it. Basically, for those of you who didn't understand Ogane, it is tadka. If you don't understand Ogane and if you don't understand tadka, then I don't know how to explain. You put oil and then you put seeds and then you do chat. And then you put it will become that you do at the end. Our home is very desi. Nammanelli Maggi madru Ogane active. Maggi also will same Indian. Bharat Mata ki jai. Okay. My God. Sorry guys. Ogane. Yeah. So let's come back. People online, are you following? Okay, last message was 9 minutes ago. So, okay, good. So, in India, we have not adopted IFRS. We have converged with IFRS to make a Ind AS. Why do we have to do this? Yeah, read point number 1. Need for convergence. First point. Raising funds from. If you want to take the funds from international market, you need to have international standards. So, we have converged with Ind AS, IFRS to make it Ind AS. That is the reason why Pakistan adopted IFRS first. They did not have money. They wanted money. So basically they were one of the first few countries to adopt. India did not adopt IFRS because IFRS is not suitable. I'll tell this in the literal way. Let's not change it. Don't take me wrong. Okay, I'm literally putting across the information. IFRS was not completely accepted by India because it is not suitable for a economically unstable country, or let me tell you, for a developing country, IFRS is not suitable. It is suitable for a well-developed economy and economy which doesn't go through too much changes. And Pakistan economy, so they should not accept it only, but they accepted it for a reason that it will become easier to raise funds. Are you getting it? But we want funds. But we are not selling ourselves for the purpose of funds. You get what I'm trying to tell? Yeah. So with the other friendly neighbor, we are not taking money. Okay, I won't take the name. If I take the name, the one whose name starts with X, I will feel bad. Yeah, read the second point. Comparability of. See, when we follow global standards, we can compare an Indian company's financial statement with a non-Indian company's financials. We can company Hero Motocorp financial statements with Honda financial statement. Hero and Honda are two different companies. Hero Motocorp is an Indian company. Honda is a Japanese based company. Japanese or Korean? Japanese based company. You can compare it with Honda. That's possible. If in case you follow international standards. If not, you can't. Then third point. Uniformity, comparability, transparency. Uniform. Everyone will follow same thing. Comparability. You can compare. And transparent about your accounting policies. You are not fabricating your accounts based on the accounting policies. Got it? Then the last point. Basically, you will get good investment based on this. So that is the reason India is converging with IFRS. To convergence with IFRS is adoption of Ind AS. Adoption of Ind AS. Now do you understand difference between Ind AS and AS? Okay. At around 8 o'clock, I told you, in the next 30 minutes you will learn. It is 8:20. So before 30 minutes, I have told you the difference between accounting standards and Indian accounting standards. Now if someone asks what is difference between accounting standards and Indian accounting standards, what will you tell? Accounting standards Indian accounting. No, if you tell accounting standards is not global. Ind AS is Indian version of IFRS, which is accepted. So my question right now, in India, what do we follow? AS or Ind AS? Both are Ind AS. Then why are we learning in Inter AS? What? It's like you learn in AS, in full kashtapat put to 100 marks. Hey, let me tell you, the number of hours wise, amount of writing wise, number of pages your material, amount of time you will take to revise, number of chapters, number of units, you take any criteria. This subject beats the rest of the 5 subjects in your syllabus. Efforts you will need more, and material also, no, thick it's there. And writing though, you don't worry, you will write too much in comparison to another syllabus. And time also will take almost 1.5x of the time that we take for any of the 5 subjects. Second highest time taking subject is alva. Into 1.5 madre accounts bekagiro time bekagutte. So the lengthiest subject, and you should like me. You don't have an option. If you don't like me, then the longest subject that you have, you will find it difficult. So you like me because I like subject, and I'll ensure that the subject will like you back. You get what I'm trying to tell? Yeah, it is like you see an uncle in the park. That uncle has a beautiful daughter. What do? Huh? No, you should try to remember the qualities of the uncle so that when you have a daughter will look like. Okay, so basically this subject is going to take the maximum amount of time. Whatever, sir is giving tips. Okay, what was I telling? IFRS. So who issues accounting standards in India? Who issues IFRS in India? And all of that. Come here. So we have a body by name IASB. This is the new body. This is what is there right now. As of 2024, what is the body that's there? IASB. Previously, there was a body by name IASC. What is IASC? International Accounting Standard Committee. Right now it is International Accounting Standard Board. When IASC was there, it was issuing something called as International Accounting Standards. When it became IASB, it stopped calling it International Accounting Standards. It started calling it IFRS. So when IFRS came, no, it did not override International Accounting Standards. International Accounting Standards became IFRS. Whatever was already there as International Accounting Standards, they became places where International Accounting Standard was not there. They issued a new IFRS. So it's not like now AS and Ind AS in India. What will happen? AS was there. Ind AS will come. Ind AS AS sambandha illa. This is separate. But International Accounting Standards and IFRS is not like that. When IFRS came, it completely accepted International Accounting Standards. Places where International Accounting Standards was not there, there IFRS was issued. Do you get the difference between IFRS, International Accounting Standards? Very nice. Till when was International Accounting Standards there? 2001, 31st of March. From when IASB came into picture? 1st of April 2001. This and all questions won't come, but you should know. You are expected to become a chartered accountant. You can't tell I don't know what is International Accounting Standards. 4 marks question you give, I will solve and give in 2 minutes. No one is going to ask you if you can solve a 4-marker question. They'll judge you based on the answer that you can give on the table there without stammering, without shivering, without searching on ChatGPT. Got it? Okay. So right now what is there? IASB or IASC? IASB, International Accounting Standard Board. And what is it issued? IFRS. Very good. Adoption of IFRS. So how are we adopting IFRS? Straight away we are not telling, okay, मित्रों मेरे प्यारे देशवासियों आज की रात 12 बजे से we not putting a bomb like that. Okay. So in a phased manner, we are not suddenly telling from tomorrow all of us should follow IFRS or all of us should follow Ind AS. No, we didn't tell. What did we do? Phased manner, phase wise manner. First we will tell whoever wants to follow. How many of you are interested? You are interested? Okay. 4 of you follow Ind AS. Rest of you, no, you continue accounting standards only. 4 of them are interested. Voluntarily let them follow Ind AS. Let's see what difficulties will they follow. If they find anything difficult, based on that we'll change it little. So firstly it was made voluntary. Then they told, I want 5 of you to follow. Why? You people are having lot of turnover, you are having lot of net worth, you are big businessmen. No, you can set the path for the small companies. So you become the leaders, rest of us will follow. So then I'll make it mandatory for not everyone, selected group of companies. One more year, I'll tell you people are following, you continue. You people also follow. Another group of people I'll identify based on some criteria. I'll make it mandatory for them also. So in a phased manner, we're making it applicable in the country. Are you getting it? And Ind AS is applicable only for corporates. Ind AS is not applicable for partnership. Is Ind AS applicable for partnership? Only for? Very good. Now have a look. How are we going to accept it? Convergence. What did we do? We developed a compatible AS. What is compatible AS? Ind AS. Indian version of IFRS. Ind AS. So why did we do this? We did it to align it with IFRS. There is a degree of comparison. We can compare IFRS this and Ind AS this is same. But what is the difference? There are 5 differences. But rest everything same. We can easily say about more than 90% IFRS and Ind AS is same. More than 90%, it's like statistically very vague word to tell, but I can just tell that so that you understand. Certain standards 100% same, certain standards only 60% same. So on an average, you can tell 90% IFRS and Ind AS is same. You learn CA final Ind AS, you can learn IFRS by yourself. You don't have to take classes from somebody, or you can learn the differences and you will know what is the difference. Are you getting it? Very nice. Okay. So then after that, how did we adopt it? Did we accept it fully or partly? So we made changes to it. What is the changes? IFRS plus Carvin minus carve out is equal to, what is that? IFRS plus Carvin minus carve out. IFRS, we added something new. What we add something new is called as carve in. What we take, what is already there is called as IFRS plus Carvin minus Ind AS. You got this? IFRS plus minus what is it? Very good. Hot and spicy Ind AS ready to serve. So Indian version of the IFRS, which is after adding Carvin, after deleting carve outs, is Ind AS. I hope everyone understood this part. Very nice. In comparison, no, it's like this. In Ind AS, see, if something is numbered 101, it is compared with IFRS 1. If it is Ind AS 102, it is IFRS. If it is Ind AS 113, IFRS 13. So it will match with that number. Number coding is also same. Sir, why 10 extra? 10 is like basic. Like we've added literally 10. 101 is basic. You 1 better. I thought you will get it there, but it's okay. And I told no, it is implemented in phased manner. Phased. What phases? First phase. What is the first phase? Voluntary phase. What is the first phase? On 1st of April 2015, we told voluntarily whoever wants to follow. Forcilla. Okay. Whoever wants to follow, you can follow. But once you accept it voluntarily, I'll follow Ind AS. Next year you can't tell, hey, no, I don't want to follow. Illa. Only entry, no exit. Once you follow, there is only AS to Ind AS. There is no Ind AS to AS. There is only AS to AS. There is going to be no Ind AS to AS. Okay, this is only going. There is no coming back. So on 1st of April 2015, For the first time in our country, we gave option to the corporates in the country to adopt Ind AS voluntarily. And on 1st of April 2000, however, this is not applicable to banks, NBFCs and insurance companies. For them, Ind AS is never applicable. For them, Ind AS is never applicable. Then comes to 1st of April 2016, 1 year later. 1 year later, voluntarily whoever has accepted will follow. Newly we added some more people. Whom did we add? On mandatory basis, we added companies which are listed. Which are or in the process of getting listed. What do you mean by list? Very simple. In the stock market, it should be listed. So, in the stock market, if your shares are traded, any stock market, let's say your shares are listed in Bangalore Stock Exchange. There is a Bangalore Stock Exchange. It's called BGSC. You know JC Road? JC Road, Jain College? Pakdalide. You don't even know? No, don't know, no? Okay, there is one BGSC. So it is also like Bombay Stock Exchange only. That became famous. This didn't become famous. Can't tell. So let's say your company is listed there. Is it a listed company? Yes. Should you follow Ind AS? Yes. From when? From 1st of April 16. Can you follow from 1st of April 15 only? Yeah, on voluntary basis. But mandatorily from 1st of April? Sir, my company is not listed, but I filed an application for getting listed. Yes, you have to follow Ind AS from 1st of April 16. Why? The condition says listed or in the process of getting. Very good. You have signed listing agreement. You are doing all the process that they're asking you to do. You are converting your existing shares to demat. Hey, you understand, no? When I use all these words, listing, converting shares to demat, little bit of company law is very nice. So listing or in the process of getting listed, or net worth of the company is how much? More than 500 crores. Net worth means what? Today, if I sell all my assets, pay all my liabilities, how much money will be left to give to shareholders? I'll be left with more than 500 crores. Then you have to follow Ind AS. Basically, we'll do assets minus liabilities. Sir, assets minus liabilities will be zero. Liabilities vere, capital vere. You get what I'm trying to tell? Assets is equal to liabilities plus capital. Sir, I don't know this. Don't worry. I'll teach that also. When? Chapter number 2, framework of financial statements. We will do assets minus liabilities is equal to. We'll do that also. Okay. That is also there in syllabus. Thank you, sir. Anyone who did engineering or MBBS and then came to CA intermediate? No. No, I won't ask how many of you from direct entry, how many of you from CA foundation, beta. What to do? What will I do with that knowledge? You all have come to CA inter. No. All of your CA inter students. Anyone who's not CA inter student, then I'm fine. I don't want to know. Like, I won't ask. Raise your hand. How many of you from foundation route? I won't ask. Okay. So, if your company is listed or in the process of listing, or if your net worth is greater than 500 crores, or you have a parent company, parent andre holding company, and if that holding company is listed, for them Ind AS is applicable. You are not a listed company, but because your parent is a listed company, your parent has to follow Ind AS. Your parent has to follow Ind AS, and because you are their subsidiary, this company should do consolidation. Have you heard of the word consolidation? When this has to do consolidation, meaning taking financial statements of the subsidiary and then putting it into the financial statements of the holding, holding and subsidiary both should follow same accounting standards. If they follow Ind AS, you follow AS, how will you do consolidation? You can't. So both of you have to follow same thing. Can you tell our holding to follow AS? No, you should follow Ind AS. You should follow, and it works other way around also. Let's say there is a holding company. Holding company is not a listed company. Holdings company is not a subsidiary company, is a listed company. I'll repeat. Holding company is not a subsidiary company, is a, for subsidiary Ind AS is applicable. Holding company also should follow Ind AS. Sir, adeng agate sir. Happens. Not now. If you see 3-4 years ago, Tata Sons was not a listed company. Shares were privately held by Tata Trust, our great man Ratan Tata and few other people. They held the shares in Tata Sons. Tata Sons subsidiaries, Tata Motors, TCS, Tesco, Tata Power, Tata Steel, all the companies with Tata, they are all subsidiaries of Tata Sons. You get what I'm trying to do? But Tata Sons is not a listed company. Tata Sons is not a, But for all the subsidiaries, Ind AS is applicable. So Tata Sons also has to follow. They have to follow. Why? Because their subsidiary is a. But now the shares are diluted. SEBI walked in. They told no, you cannot do this. You would have to dilute your shareholding in Tata Sons. So a lot of story happened. Not you will not understand it right now if I tell. Once we understand little bit about significant influence, control, power, and all of that, no. So after you understand related parties, holding subsidiary relationship, chain relationship, and then levels and all of that, then I'll come back to that example of Tata Sons with a lot of other Tata group of companies. Then it will make much more sense to you. So for now, what you should know, if for holding Ind AS is applicable, for subsidiary also Ind AS is, for subsidiary Ind AS is applicable, for holding also Ind AS is, and same applies for associate and joint venture. Sir, what is associate? What is joint venture? You know what is associate? What is joint venture? Okay, I hold more than 50% in your company. You become my subsidiary. I become your holding. I have control over you. I have control. I have 20% or more in your company. You become my associate. I become your investor, and we are again related parties. Not holding and subsidiary. I don't have control. I have significant influence. What do I have on you? So in your company, I have more than 20% or 20% either. Associate, I got for subsidiary, I have 50% shares in your company. Subsidiary or not subsidiary? 51%. Okay, I have 20% shares in your company. Associate, not associate. 20, not 21. It is 20 or more. It is 20 or good, nice. So at least 20% or more, greater than or equal to 20. So I have 20% shares in your company. Are you my associate? I am your investor. So to you, let's say Ind AS is applicable. Might be based on voluntarily you have accepted, or you have started following it because your net worth is more than 500 crores, or maybe because you are listed. And I am not a listed company. My net worth is not more than 500 crores. Voluntarily I didn't accept. Now because I and you become associate, I have to follow Ind AS because you are following. Or other way around, if I am following Ind AS, you also have to now follow. Do you have an option to skip? You also have to follow. I also have to follow. Example for associate and investor. Recently, I've been following the news on Dunzo. Dunzo have closed lot of their dark stores. We call them dark stores, meaning dark stores means now they deliver everything in such short time. No, so they maintain some kind of a store where they keep things. That's what they call as dark stores. They've downsized their operations. They were working across lot of cities. Now they've downsized. Now they're not doing your hyper local services and all. Like you can use Dunzo like how you use Zepto, Blinkit, Swiggy and stuff. Now you can't use Dunzo for all that. Dunzo will now only do delivery business. Previously Dunzo was doing only delivery business. They switched to hyper local. They started doing what Zepto, Swiggy, Instamart, Blinkit does. Now again they've come back to only this process. You get this? You know why? The reason is Reliance. How Reliance? Reliance Industries has 26% stake in the Dunzo. Reliance Industries has how much stake in Dunzo? When they invested 26%, they put a condition that you will not raise money from anybody else. You should not take money from. If you want money, I should give. If I don't give, you will not take money from anybody else. They put that condition. And now Dunzo is in losses. Reliance is not giving funds. And Reliance is not letting them take funds from anybody. Like something like that. So I will not give, I will not let anyone give money to you. So then what happened? Dunzo has no option. Both the co-founders resigned. You guys don't follow any news. Stop watching that Big Boss show, Instagram, more Snapchat, download a little bit of ET Now and then Business Standard, Mint, not in the class. Ali, constantly you're looking down, you're not looking at the board. What are you doing there? Ali, door atra, pakkali. He's not even understanding I'm talking to him. Yeah, what are you doing? Hi. Yeah, you only, white shirt there. What are you reading? You don't have this in your book. If in case you are thinking you can use the phone in the class and escape, no, trust me, don't mess up with me. I am one of the kindest, but I am one of the most cruel and cunning faculties. I can tell it openly. Everyone is very good except me. ನಾನು ಯಾವುದೇ ಬೇರೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಫ್ಯಾಕಲ್ಟಿ ತರ ಅಲ್ಲ. ನಾ ಪಕ್ಕಾ ಲೋಕಲ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ನನ್ನ ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ. Henry Nago Nimdo. What you people are doing? Huh? Please listen. Even if you feel bored and you don't like me, don't have an option. Please listen. Don't even try to touch the phone in the class. Please. I'm telling you. Hey, Antan jail ge hog bandondri nanu. Don't. Yeah. Please, don't mess with me. Yeah, I'm a Ronaldo fan. Don't. Yeah. So coming back to the example of Dunzo, in Dunzo, how much percentage of stake is held by Reliance Industries? Today, do little bit of research on this. We'll do a next round of discussion on this day after tomorrow. Tomorrow, I think tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll start with AS18, related party disclosure. Then we'll talk about the same thing. I want you to do basic reading. I'm not asking you to open ICA study material or class notes and then read. I'm asking you to read little bit of news on what? Dunzo and Reliance. How is it basically getting impacted? So 26% stake in Dunzo is held by Reliance. So Reliance will become investor and Dunzo will become associate. For Reliance, it's a listed company, it's applicable. Now Dunzo is not a listed company. Let's say Dunzo's net worth is not more than 500 crores. Dunzo voluntarily did not start following Ind AS. Is it still applicable? Yes, it's applicable. Why? Because investor associate relationship is there. You do consolidation for holding subsidiary. You should also do consolidation for investor and associate. Should also do consolidation for investor and so you have to follow Ind AS there. You understood? Phased place may how is it applicable on 1st of April 16? In second phase, we made it mandatory for another set of companies. What set of companies? Any other company which is listed or in the process of getting listed. Now not just with the stock exchange, but with SME exchange also. What is SME exchange? Small and medium size enterprises. So SME and non-SME is the word. Small and medium size enterprises. These are not big companies. For these companies, there is one more stock exchange called as SME exchange. So you need not be listed with BSE, NSE. You need not be listed with BSE and NSE. Even if you are listed with a small exchange, a small and medium sized exchange. If you are listed there, then also Ind AS is applicable. Or in the process of getting listed, then also Ind AS is. Net worth bar was kept at 500 crores. They bought that bar down. If you put 500 crores, no, whoever is there more than 500 crores, Ind AS is applicable. Less than 500, 490 crores turnover, not applicable. No, they bought this 500 down to 250. So whoever was there in this 250, 500 bracket, who are celebrating that Ind AS is not applicable, for them also Ind AS is. So if you observe to understand this 500 to 250 bar reduction, no, if you observe right now, no, average number of people who has diabetes in India is 40% for people above the age group of 40. Funny statistics, but for the people above the age group of 40% of people in the country are suffering from diabetes. You know how? It is a medical scam that's made in the country. Now, how do you say someone has diabetes? You will take the sugar level in the blood and then tell beyond this level diabetes, below this level no diabetes. They got that bar down. They got that pre-diabetic or sugar-free, idu tinni, sugar-free, adu tinni, sugar-free, kaju katli tinni. Yeah, so basically to sell, it's a big scam. If you observe the limits over the period, now they don't say this is I have a pre-diabetic condition. What pre-diabetic? Even 5 years kaju katli tinbodu, aamele baratte. So now only they scare shit out of you and then make you eat pills so that you will get some other disease. Fine. So keeping that aside, so what did they do? Basically the bar was kept at 500 crores, brought that bar down to, so from 1st of April 2017, if you have 251 crores net worth, Ind AS is applicable. Got what I am trying to tell? Sir, what if this year my net worth is 251 crores, so Ind AS is applicable, next year my net worth becomes 50 crores. Once applicable, it will continue to be applicable. Once applicable, it will continue to be very good. And the same logic, yeah. Parent, subsidiary, associate or joint venture of the above also we need to continue following Indian accounting. Pakka. Basically, we've completed the topic of accounting science introduction except for one small part. What is it? What is the process that should be followed in issuing the accounting standard? What is the process that should be followed? Number one, you need to identify the area. Yav area? Jayanagara sir namdu. No, not Jayanagara, Chamrajpete, Sheshadipura, Indranagara. When we talk about area, we are talking about place where there is confusion. Now, goodwill valuation. There is lot of confusion in goodwill valuation. So, we'll identify the area. Area is intangible asset valuation. Then what do? You pick some smart people, put them together as one group to to study that area of difficulty. They will study groupally. Then they will say, this is the problem. This is the solution. How will they tell the solution? In one paper they'll give. Solution and Allah. Solution basically they'll write in one paper and then give. This is the solution. People are finding is difficult to value the intangible asset. This is the solution that you should follow. That solution once they give, no, it is draft. It is not final. Draft means what? Whatever was there in my mind I have written. If something has to be changed, we will change. That is draft. Once the draft is made, no, it will be given to different bodies. Like they'll give it to ICI, they'll give it to SEBI, they'll give it to some regulatory committees that are formed. They'll give it to CII, Competition Commission of India, they'll give, or CCI, and then they'll give it to a lot of these bodies. They will all see. I'll say whatever suggestions there, they'll tell, oh, please change this, let's make it this way. So they'll give their suggestions. Once their suggestions are accepted and it is redrafted, final exposure draft, no, is put on the website and then given access to public at large. Sometimes there might be some intelligent people in the public who are not having any power. They can also make comment. They can also give suggestion. You get what I'm trying to tell? If they give a valid suggestion or comment, if that is important, they will correct that and finally tell this is the accounting standard. So that is the process or steps involved in issuing accounting standard. What is step 1? Where is the problem? Identify the problem area. Once you identify the problem area, what do? Constitute study group. Pick one from expert in tax department. Pick one expert from accounting department. Pick one legal advisor. Pick one industrial expert. Industrial expert will be lot of bodies for this kind of setup. No, our Kumaramangalam Birla is the expert. He chairs lot of committees for government. He is part of lot of policy making. Kumaramangalam Birla, chartered accountant, rank holder. Proud of our profession, but is also CEO and MD of Birla Group of companies. He chairs a lot of these committees. So they'll pick one industrial expert, one domain expert, one legal representative, some person from the government, and people from different bodies. One expert from ICI, someone from ICSI. They put all of them together and then ask them to come out with one solution. So once they come out with that solution, what is there? There is a prepared draft and it will be circulated. And not to everyone, okay, it will be circulated to different bodies. And once it is given to those different bodies, what do? You take the views from SEBI, you take the views from Competition Commission, you take the views from Stock Exchange, you take the views from SBI, LIC, big entities, lot of committees and groups. And whatever changes has to be made, it will be made. And finally, exposure draft will be ready. Once the exposure draft is ready, it will be kept in the public and you will take comments from public. Finally, when the comments from public are taken, you will modify the draft and accounting standard will be issued. Did you understand? Pakka. Very good. Come on, read once. What is the standard setting process? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very good. This is the accounting standards set of process. You know the benefits. The drawback is whatever accounting standard does know, it cannot override law. It cannot tell something illegal and it cannot override law. Accounting standards will come under the purview of Companies Act. Within the boundaries set by the Act, the accounting standard should be there. It cannot cross the boundary and tell something which is illegal. You get it? And that is the part. Accounting standards are issued by ICI for non-corporates. However, for corporates, it is mentioned by whom? MCA, Ministry of Corporate. That's it. One funny meme to close the topic. Accounting standards, Ind AS and IFRS. Looks like that Spider-Man meme. Like you look the same. So by this, we're done with the first topic, and we can now start with the second one. But what I am trying to tell you is, you can copy this into your notebook. But I will arrange a printout of this to you people. Not just this, but several other units put together. You get what I'm trying to tell? Several other units put together, I will arrange the copy to you. And this is not 70%, this doesn't cover 70% or 80% of the syllabus. This covers 100% of the content that is there in your ICI study module. So if you read this, it is sufficient. You don't have to read ICI study module. The significance of this chapter 1 is very less when it comes to marks. There won't be question from chapter 1 in the exam. I can give it pakka in writing. There will not be any questions. They don't have marks to ask for standards only, proper standards. Why do they ask for this? But you cannot go into any standard without knowing this. Now you have a fair understanding. What is AS? What is Ind AS? Who issues Ind AS? What is IFRS? What is Ind AS? How is IFRS and Ind AS different? Why does AS come? How does AS come? Basically, one stage is set. Now, ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು dance ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So, we'll start with AS after this part. Is that fine with you all? Did you have an overall understanding of this? So, now is the time where you speak. I did this as like, what to say, the trial match that you play before the big series. So, how do you find it comfortable with the language? Is the language difficult? Is the pronunciation okay? Is the accent fine? Is it too fast? Do you find it fast at some place? Speed is okay? And this is okay, or like, no sir, I don't want so many colors. Kannu. I can make it black and white. It will happen in a click of a button. Okay? Okay. Any other specific problem? Font style? ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದೆಲ್ಲ ಲಿಬರ್ಟಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ದ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಒನ್, ಕ್ಯಾಲಿಬ್ರಿ. ಡೋಂಟ್ ಟೆಲ್ ಸರ್, ಫಾಂಟ್ ಸ್ಟೈಲ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಇಟ್ ಟು ಏರಿಯಲ್ ಬ್ಲೂ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಅದು ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಇಮೇಜ್ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಇಟ್. ಏನು, put more memes in between. Yeah, I hope this is fine with you all. So we are, oh thank you. ನಮ್ಮದು ರಾಜ್ಯೋತ್ಸವ ಅಲ್ಲ, ನಮ್ಮದು ನಿತ್ಯೋತ್ಸವ. Someone is talking, sir, you speak Kannada really well. So it's not just because of this being the month of November. Predominantly dominated by Kannada in my brain, but subject will be delivered 100% in English. You guys don't have to be worried. 100% of the subject will be taught to you all in English. If in case at the time of explanation, at some point, if I use a word which is not English, I'm not telling Kannada. If I use a word which is not English, that can be ignored. That is supposed to make the discussion funny. That is not supposed to make the discussion meaningful. So you don't have like, kya bola usne? You don't have to be worried at all. Okay, don't disturb your friend. If you understand, you laugh. If you don't understand, wait till the end of the class and then ask your friend or ask me. I will translate, but I can't promise you that it will be as fun as it will be in the first place. Fine. So it's not even 9 o'clock, but I have a proposal in front of you. Should we take an early break or should we continue to do little more and then take a break slightly? We'll continue to do little more and then take break at the normal time. Okay, so this is done. I will not give you copy time, but I'll share the soft copy of this to you in the PDF form, because I will give you time to write, then you people do everything other than writing. You will sing, you will dance, you will write, you will talk, you will discuss, better. So I'll share the PDF to you. Let's not waste our class time. Is that fine? Pakka? Because I know if I give you writing time, then 30 minutes you will eat. 30 minutes minimum, no? Yeah, I know you people. 6 songs beku nimge ishtu bariyake. Yeah, so we have just now finished the topic of introduction to accounting standards.